Today I'll be going over my defense and attack replays, as usual. I've been having a few technical difficulties, so sorry if I sound a bit annoyed. But anyway, first tip I have for you guys, if you're trying to find a place to put your bombs, in between your collectors seems to be a good spot for me because goblins will usually rush around the sides of my base, around all these collectors, and as they stop to destroy it, that's a pretty good time for the bombs to explode, and I have a pretty high success rate for that. Another tip I have for you guys, if you grab your Teslas, if they're upgrading, I recommend moving them from their original spots, because it's originally here. But if people can see this Tesla, they're going to assume a Tesla is on the other side over here, just because of the symmetry. So if it's all the way down here, they're going to suspect that maybe I have a Tesla right next to it by this wall. So that's just my my tip for you guys. But I'll move on to my attack replays. First attack, I did a Town Hall 6. I just lured out his clan castle troops as usual. Kind of attacking them from the back and surrounding it. I went for a little bit less loot on this one because this guy is a Town Hall 6. However, I know I can reliably get all the loot from Town Hall level 6s using my army composition, so I didn't really worry about this one very much. As you can see, I deployed my healer right before that air defense was destroyed, so I could get a couple more heals in. This guy is very well leveled for a Town Hall 6. He's not rushing his Town Hall by any means, so that was very wise of him. As you can see, I've got my goblins going around. I did a abnormally high amount of goblins in this raid, and I found something pretty interesting about them. They're really good at clearing out outer buildings whenever you've destroyed all of the collectors and storages of someone's base. So as you can see, they go around these sides, and they dish out quite a bit of damage. I believe it's almost equivalent to a giant's damage. So since you're going to have around 20 of them, it's like having a whole nother giant army. So that was an interesting battle. The other thing I've found here, found a Town Hall 7. He has very low level upgrades. Once again, like that other guy that I showed you before, he has a lot of outer buildings that he spread around his base. Not too great. I tried using minions in this battle, see how effective they were at dishing out more DPS. I believe they'd be a lot more effective, but they weren't really all that great at dishing out more DPS, so it was an interesting realization for me. Their survivability seemed to be abnormally high, though, so if you want a bit more of a tanking style, I believe minions would be your go-to a bit more, because they're only targeted by around half of the defenses. They're pretty easily taken out by wizard towers, so I recommend you spread them out quite a bit, just like your infantry. After this battle, this is just the end, me clearing out the Town Hall. Barbarian King, I deployed over on the left. That guy was just simply to clear out outer buildings a bit faster. I know I wasn't in a time crunch, but I figured if it doesn't take any time for him to heal, is what I'm trying to say. For him to heal, then I didn't see any reason why not to use him. So this guy, I triple lightning spelled his dark elixir storage, and then I later took out his town hall to keep at my normal farming level. For Town Hall 7, I like staying around 1,200 to 1,250 trophies. I found that's most successful for me. That all depends on how your troop composition is and your Town Hall level, all of that for you guys, but this is just what I found most successful. This guy is a very poor base design. He's only got one compartment, and his town hall is another one, but that doesn't really count because he only boxed in his town hall. And typically I don't support this, boxing in your town hall, because usually all your defenses around your town hall are destroyed before your town hall is destroyed. So your town hall is just like a sitting duck. I understand that everyone has to go to your town hall to destroy all of your base, though, but that's with every other building as well. So I don't understand why so many people do that. I grouped up my archers a bit too much. They got destroyed by that one mortar blast, and then these two. So it wasn't too wise on my part. Goblins, for whatever reason, were working better for me for the mortars. It took 2 hits rather than 1, so that was good. They also run around a bit faster, so they don't get attacked as much by those mortars. As you can see, I've been using my Barbarian King again for clearing out those outer buildings. Barbarian King really goes for whatever the heck he feels like, so he's just clearing out whatever. Anything in the way, he's destroying. That's why I like using him as one of those back troops while my giant healer army takes out all the hits. I found that barbarians were most successful for taking out those storages because it was just a lot of splash damage going down to everyone. So as you can see, all of his base is completely destroyed except for his town hall. So those walls are pretty much useless since nothing is attacking me while I'm attacking his walls around his town hall. So that's why I don't support that. I know I'm a farmer, but I was at one point one of those guys with a trophy base, and that's what I found whenever I had my trophy base. Later on in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys actually the person that I attacked earlier for their dark elixir, that triple storage raid, or triple lightning to his dark elixir storage raid. That guy got me back for that. He went for revenge at me, and he made it through to my dark elixir, my normal elixir, and he just barely started touching my storages for my gold. So I'm right now living off the shield that he gave me. Figured that was good. As you can see, this guy doesn't really protect his infantry all that well, so bam, one mortar shot destroyed about a quarter of his army. The rest of it's just been destroyed by all of my outer buildings. So those wizards can take a few shots from splash damage, however they don't really hold up too well. I'd definitely use a wizard for clearing out a wizard tower, ironically enough, because their damage can really take out that wizard tower fast enough for me. But I still think they need some sort of meat shield in front of them, as with all infantry. This guy did a balloon raid on my base, 19 balloons, as well as some other goblins, and I believe some other infantry as well. It doesn't really work out too well for him because I have that centralized air defense, so that's pelting away at his balloons the whole time. I've also got my wizard tower, which takes out a large number of his balloons here. He's got like 7 destroyed by that one wizard tower. It's interesting to see this kind of raid on my base, though. Here's the kind of funneling that I was talking about with these goblins. They go around the whole base. As you can see, they just kind of funnel around and around and around and around. So that's why I like doing that with my collectors. It prevents people from having their goblins go straight for my storages and destroy them. So that's my reason for doing that. I did see something about how you should alternate collectors. For me, that doesn't really matter because I'm on every day, so my collectors never get really full, which means I don't really lose much of either elixir or gold from them at all. But an interesting piece of information for you guys. Just if you were wondering why people don't store anything in their collectors, it's because collectors, you can steal 75% of what's inside of them. Storages, you can only steal 25% of what's inside of them. To my knowledge, anyway. That's my sources may not be all that great, but the wiki's pretty accurate, usually. Anyway, this guy is deploying his giants in groups of 3, oddly enough, and it's working out pretty well for him. I may do that whenever I'm using goblin raids from now on, because their defensive towers are getting a lot stronger, so they're actually destroying my 2 or 1 giant a lot faster than I would like. Just so that you guys know, healers, if they were put into your clan castle, I had someone nice enough to donate me this healer for this purpose. They actually heal outer buildings, as well as they do splash damage for your walls. So, really, this is healing that one storage and all the surrounding walls, so that's pretty helpful. It appears they're really difficult to take out with lightning spells, as you can see by this demonstration. So, that's a little handy piece of information for you. The other nice thing about the healer is, as they're trying to lightning spell something, they usually can't, because you'll get a few healing shots in there, and something that usually takes 2 lightning spells to take out will have to take 3. So that can really throw off someone's strategy. Like, for example, if they're going to be using dragons against your base, and they take out one of your air defenses and think they can take out the other one with a couple of lightning spells whenever your healer's out there, that can really make the difference for you between living or not. So this is the other revenge raid that I was talking to you guys about. I wanted to wrap it up with this one because I thought it was interesting. He actually uses his rage spell on his wall breakers during this raid, which I thought that's a very interesting idea. I believe that it would bump up their ability to destroy one more wall level higher. So that could be a pretty big difference in your defending, or in your attacking. So thought it was a really cool idea. I don't believe he meant to do it on purpose, but it happened. As you can see, his goblins aren't really going exactly where he wants them to go. They funneled all the way around to get at these collectors, which are all empty. So they're being funneled around a little bit. That's why I love those collectors on the outside so much. Spread out enough to where their goblins would be aggroed by them. So as you can see, this guy reached all of my all of my storages